Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you and the other person simply couldn't agree with each other? It could take place at home between you and your parents, at work with your colleague, or with your friend in school. Conflict is embedded within our life and cannot be avoided. Depending on the opportunity and the situations, everyone responds to conflict differently. And today, we'll be learning the 5 conflict management styles. And we hope that you'll be able to recognize both your own style and the other party's style at the next conflict you had. So what are the 5 conflict management styles? First, collaborating, competing, avoiding, accommodating, and compromising. Can you take a guess which is the most ideal style? That is correct, it is collaborating. Firstly, we're talking about accommodating. The accommodating conflict approach involves putting the other party's wants ahead of their own and letting them have their way. The teddy bear represents the accommodating style because it tries to smooth over the conflict to keep the friendship going. For example, Mr. Ho frequently expresses his opinion openly and without reservation. He expresses his thought on Eric's idea for the project in explicit terms. Eric is reluctant to speak up since he doesn't want to start the conflict, and he chooses to remain silent while listening. Next, it's avoiding. People with the avoiding style frequently avoid and disregard their own needs as well as those of the opposing party, and they tend to withdraw from conflicts. The thirds represent the avoiding style since they withdraw into their shells to avoid conflict. For example, Jason likes drawings, as well as showcasing various pieces of their work. However, many of his friends make fun of his artwork. Jason has chosen to ignore them to avoid conflict. And besides, Jason does not care about a relationship enough to adjust the issue. Next is compromising. People who has a compromising conflict style would give up something in order to gain some, with the result that both parties will meet in the middle point. The feature that suits compromising is the force, as it lets both sides of the conflict get something by taking the middle ground. For example, Carmen and Bob are planning a one-day trip to Malaga. They both realize that they have only a little amount of time and budget. Both and Kevin came to a decision that they would just choose 2 destinations from the list. To make the trip possible, they must all give up something. Next, it's
Created using Powtoon.